All right, everybody. Hey, this is Derek Fox here with the Digital Concierge. And we're going to be talking about today why local business listings are important. And they're very important. And so here's one of the things: more sites that have your business information listed correctly, the more likely that your customers are to find you by searching for your business. So a lot of people are trying to find your location or your business. They go to Google and they're going to type in a search for you and look for your name and number, or possibly even your address. So it's really important that we have that information listed there and we have it up there correctly. You know, there are actually about 70 different listing registries out there on the web. And likely you've heard of most of them, and I'm going to show you some of those, but there's 70 that you want to be involved in. So what you want to think about this is that realistically, when you have these listings out there, they're like fishing lines in the water. And so the goal is the more fishing lines that you actually have in the water, you're going to generate more leads. You're going to have more customers. They're going to have, it's going to be much more reliable way for them to actually find you and contact you. Because if they can't get a hold of you and they can't find you, then how can they give you business, right? So really, really important. So I'm going to go over the 5 ways, the 5 things why listings are so crucial for your business. The first is give your local search ranking a boost. So Google is constantly searching the web and trying to find data and information. And Google is like the hub where everything is at. What happens is all these other listings will link into Google. And so what you want to ultimately do is make sure that you are listed inside of all of those different listings that are out there, because then it's going to give you a higher ranking, right? If somebody has only one listing as opposed to your 60, you're more likely to pop up inside of Google and even inside of Google Maps. And what has to happen is the information needs to be accurate and correct. So if it's not inside of those 70 that are there, or if it's inconsistent or it's not good, then ultimately you're not going to get higher rankings. It's going to start pushing you down. So we want to make sure that even the slightest errors and the inaccuracies have been cleaned up, because that's ultimately going to cause red flags, and then you're not going to show up as high as you want to, because Google is saying, you know what, the information is inconsistent, it doesn't match up, it doesn't work. So here's the other thing: is consistency isn't just from the searches, it's actually for the customers too. So this is part 2. Your customers want to be able to get a hold of you. And if they go to a search engine and they type in your phone number and it's disconnected, or they can't get a hold of you, then ultimately they're going to move on to somewhere else. And if they search and find you again, maybe they can't contact you that way. So it's really important that you have consistent information on all the different listings that are out there, because if they can't get a hold of you, they're going to head over to their competitors. Okay. Now, you also want to claim your reputation. And ultimately, there's a lot of listings that are out there that people haven't claimed yet. And what you want to do is you need to secure your business listing so that you can make sure the data and information is correctly. Now, there are big databases that are out there that ultimately all of these listings will pull the data from. And quite honestly, 99.99% of the people aren't listed in there correctly. So they're farming their own data, and over time that data and information becomes incorrect. So we want to make sure that you go and claim all of your listings, that you're syncing all the data correctly with your name, your phone number, your business hours, your write-up, your description, the product, services, all that information. We have to make sure that you claim all of those listings. Otherwise, those listings sites are going to go and make it up. And that's not what we want. We don't want them to make it up. And then number 4, the benefit of streamlining your online business listing is ultimately you're going to get more traffic. And that's what we want. Google and Bing and Apple Maps and Yahoo Maps and Uber Maps. There's all these different maps now. These are all going to drive traffic to your business, to your website, to your social media, all the other places, because this is where things pop up first. For example, if we head on over to Google Maps and we go ahead and type in, let's just look up a plumber. And you can see right here, here they all are right here, right? So look at this. Look at these lists. Look at these reviews, 271 reviews. 416 reviews. Like if you're a plumber, how are you even competing? And look, and it's not that hard. They're definitely the top 3, but those are ads. And then down here, you have other plumbers that they can call. But these people are getting a ton of traffic because they've claimed their listings, right? So we want to make sure that we claim the listings so you get more traffic. And also, there's a as you already know, we are all working on our phones. We're all doing 90% of our work through our phones now. And so they're going to be driving around. And when they're driving, we don't want it to be hard to find you or to contact you or to get a hold of you. So we need to make sure that the mobile is working correctly. Now, here's the deal. Number 5 is make it easy. If you want to go to all 40 of these location apps that are out there, it's going to take you a long time to do it. And so here, let me show you what exactly all the different listings that are out there. And I apologize, I kind of meant to open this up before, but here we're going to Christina O'Neill here. We're working with her to get her listings all up. And what you will notice, oh, I clicked the wrong one. I want to do a snapshot listing. So right here, we have this report where you can ultimately see all of the listings that are going on and where are you submitted? Are you in there? Is the information correct? Is your phone number correct? Is your address correct? Are your hours correct? And this is all extremely valuable data. And this is what we're ultimately talking about, and why that's loading is we want to make it easy for you. And we've created this snapshot report that will show you based on your name, your information, and take you through and show you all of the different errors that are going on with all of these different listing sites. So Yelp, the phone number is incorrect. Google, the phone number is incorrect, right? It's not the right. Facebook, it looks like the information and the phone number, it's all correct. But Bing, the address is incorrect. Like, look at this, local.com, it's not even existing. Foursquare, it's not even existing. So City Squares, like, they're not even listed in this particular lady is not even listed in all of these other sites, which is extremely important. These are all the different fishing lines that we're talking about. And maybe you don't use it, but other people may use it. And it may be a small amount, but hey, if you can get 1 or 2 more pieces of deal from all of these different listings, that's 50 to 60 more leads that you could be getting per year just by having your listings in there. So you want to claim your reputation, right? You want to be able to kind of own that. So what we've done here is we actually have a way for you to get your free snapshot listing report. So what you would do is you would come to this website. I'm going to share this link. I'm going to put it in the show notes. I'll put it in the description. You can find it. And you'll come to this website and you'll click on this link. And what you'll ultimately get is you'll log into your business application, your business app. And it'll take you right here. And I'm not going to go through all this right now, but you'll have List Builder over here. And again, this is free. There's no charge to any of this. If you click here on List Builder, you'll come to this spot right here. And I need to grab a little bit of water. And I'm not going to go over all this, but this is where you manage your profile. So we still need to go in and update our profile. But if we come over here to manage listing sync, you can see Google My Business, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. These are the main ones. So you'll want to go in there and connect to all those. So you click this button, connect to Google My Business, connect to Facebook. And here you can see every single information that you have here. And if it's been claimed or not, and all this is, there's no active listings or whatever. So you can go in here, you can take a look at your listings, and you can start working through them. So that is what we're talking about here today on, so that's why, sorry, that is why your local business listings are so important, is that you want to be able to be found on the internet. You want to make sure your information is correct, and make sure your data is correct, and make sure that you're listed in all of the correct locations. And so that's how you do it. If you want to get your free listing or snapshot listing scan, you can click right here inside of this post. Again, I'll have it inside of the show notes. I'll have it inside of the description, and you'll be able to find it all right here. All right, guys. So if you have any questions, please make sure to hit subscribe and subscribe to our fan page and also our YouTube channel, because we'll be doing a lot more of this stuff coming up here in the future. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Again, my name is Derek Fox with the Digital Concierge, and we look forward to helping you take your business digital.